Yeah, I know. I would love to live a life like that. Shit. Fucking sucks for him. You know? So he's being honest with her here, okay? And he's being legit honest with her. He's like, you know what? This is good for me. This is the kind of life that I want, you know? It's like Miranda doesn't want that life. She doesn't want to sit on the couch with her husband, watch TV, eat ice cream, talk about their son, go to work every day. That's not what Miranda wants. Okay? She wants something else. Who the fuck knows? All right? But for Steve, that's enough for him. And it should be enough. But, everyone's got their own thing, But for Steve, that's enough, So he's like, okay, well, our life makes me happy. So I guess this really is about you. You're the one that's not happy in this life. I am, He goes, yeah, he's like, I'm good with it, but if you're not, then you're not. So, he's like, I'm too old to rally for us. And he's got a point there. He's too old to be fucking carrying the torch for this relationship. Because he's the one. He's the one that's always had faith in the relationship. He's the one that always held on to Miranda after he should have let her go a long fucking time ago. He really should have. You want to know, why he looks so old? He's 55, but he looks like he's 75. You know why? Because he held on to this bitch. That's why. Okay, he held on to this bitch. This woman that didn't deserve him, never deserved him. Maybe once upon a time, but definitely not now, and hasn't for a very long time. I like Steve, okay? I liked him when he was younger, He was always kind of a pushover, but, you could only push him for so far, and eventually he would come back and be like, no, I'm going to draw the line right here. He had some balls on him. Not very much, but enough to let you know that, hey, listen, I'm not going to let you walk all over me. My feelings matter too. I bring something to this relationship too. My feelings are important too. And they haven't been treating him that way on the show. Okay, but I remember when they used to treat him that way. Just like they did with Big. They didn't show Big all the time. They showed him just enough to show how important he was to Carrie. That's what Steve was. Steve would develop a backbone just enough times to let you know that Miranda couldn't just push him over. You see what I mean? And he's lost that since then. And we haven't seen any. This is the first time we've seen any backbone, from him. Not very much, but it's something. It's something that's better than nothing. Okay. So he's actually like asserting himself here. Not too much, but at least he's telling you, hey, this is what I believe. This is what's important to me. He's letting Miranda know that. He's communicating with her that. Now, he's happy with life the way that it is, but obviously Miranda's not. And the truth is Miranda's never going to be happy, no matter what. It could be Shay right now, and I guarantee it's not going to be Shay. Okay? I guarantee you Shay doesn't feel anywhere near as much for Miranda as Miranda feels for Shay. Okay? But we haven't gotten to that episode yet. But hopefully if the writers know what the fuck they're doing, they will. All right? But I did find out recently that the show is being written by lesbians and, of course, gay guys. So who knows? It might just be, oh, bro, gay all the way. It might be just another Orange is the New Black. Who knows? But so Steve is trying to assert himself a little bit here. He's explaining his feelings, which I enjoy. He says he's too old to rally for us again. He's like, but I want you to be happy. And honestly, he tells, and okay, like I said, I'm not going to lie on this show, okay? I will never lie on YouTube for you guys, okay? I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear, okay? You want to call it polarizing? That's fine, okay? I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear, okay? I got nothing to gain by lying to you. I really don't, okay? I'm going to tell you the honest God truth, a straight man's point of view, okay? That's what I've always said. That's what I'm always going to do, okay? Steve does let this drop. Like, I really don't know what else you're going to find out there. Which, of course, Miranda counters with, I've met somebody. And now Steve's like, and then we cut the scene, all right? Now, before we go on to the rest of the book, I want you to understand what Steve meant by that. I think you know what he meant already, but just to give you an honest point of view, because this show's not going to tell you this, all right? But I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? Miranda is way past her sexual market value, okay? She's not a young woman anymore. She's not young and pretty anymore, okay? There's a lot fewer years ahead of her than there is behind her, okay? So the idea to be out there at that age, to be out in the single market at that age, it's pretty scary. It can be, okay? Because usually the only people you're going to find at your age that are single are, widows, widowers, divorcees, like her, and these are people that have already been through a lot of life. There's not too much more you can add to their life, okay? So the pickings aren't really that great. Okay, so like good luck finding like some, like if you're if you're like Miranda, if she was straight again, okay, well, good luck finding like some 35-year-old professional, good looking guy, who's great in bed, smart, straight, no kids, never been married, faithful, honest. Good luck finding a guy like that at your age. It's not gonna happen. Okay, it's just not gonna happen. Okay, you gotta be realistic here. This show's not realistic, but realistically, for those of you that want to do what Miranda's doing and think that, oh God, all these men are just gonna line up to see you, they're not. Okay, at least not the men that you want. Yeah, you'll get somebody out there. Trust me, you will. Okay, but it's not gonna be the kind of men that you want. All right, that's what Steve meant. There's really not many options available to you. But Miranda doesn't care because she's placing all of her bets on Shay, which is something you never ever do. She's put all her eggs on one basket. What's gonna happen when Shay leaves her? What's Miranda gonna do then? Huh? If this show was realistic, if this show wasn't so full of misandry, more than likely she would run back to Steve. She would. Of course, this show's never going to go there because that would actually show a woman as being wrong and a man as being right, and we can't have that on this show. No. So that's what would happen. But this show's not going to do that. All right. But that is basically what would happen. Okay. And usually, unless the guy is desperate, he's not going to take her back. Okay. But then if he was desperate, she probably wouldn't have gotten with him in the first place. So, or if he has any sort of like self-respect, he wouldn't take her back after what she did. Okay? Because he already knows he doesn't want to be treated that way. And to take her back would mean to open the door to being treated that way again. And only a dumb fuck would do that. Really, only someone who's just naive would do that. And I don't think Steve's that naive. I know they're playing him off as a dumbass, but I don't think that he is old enough that he can take all the anxiety and the strain and the stress of dealing with Miranda some more. Okay? I think he was at a happy place. Miranda wasn't happy, but he was at a place where he didn't have to put up with her bullshit as much anymore, or he learned how to compartmentalize it so that like his life wasn't full of drama the way it was before, And he's happy with that. He doesn't want a drama life. Miranda does. But you can't get the highs without the lows. Because we're talking about a bipolar lifestyle. Because right now, Miranda's high as hell. She's fucking high. Wait till she comes crashing down to earth. Because she's going to crash right through the floor. Okay? The higher she is up there, the further down she's going to fall. Okay? That's what happens in real life. Okay? Okay, you ever wonder why guys that are rich or whatever, you ever wonder why guys that are famous and rich, why you always catch them cheating on their wives with like the babysitters and stuff, the nannies, that's why. Because they're all high right now. Oh my God, I can do anything until they find out they can't. But until that point, they think they're invincible. They think everybody wants them. They think they're the greatest thing in the whole fucking world. We've all felt like that at different times in our lives, But that's what Miranda's going through right now. Steve is more grounded in reality. Okay, that's why he doesn't act up as much. That's why he doesn't fucking talk so much shit. That's why he doesn't, make any waves. Because he likes things as calm and peaceful. This is what he's wanted. His whole life. He didn't want a drama fucking stressful life. He wanted a peaceful life. And now he's got that, but Miranda wants the fucking up and down. She wants the drama. She wants the excitement. The fucking bitch thinks she's a fucking James Bond girl or something. I don't know. But that's all she cares about. And I mean, she's got a Harvard education for Christ's sake. She's rich as fuck. She has rich friends. She lives in a great place. She's making a shitload of money that she can afford just to be a full-time student now. And she's not fucking happy? What the fuck? If I was her, I wouldn't be stressing about Shay. I'd be stressing about fucking losing some fucking weight. That's what I'd be stressing about if I was her. But that would mean that she would have to improve herself, and she ain't going to do that. Fuck that. It's the world that needs to improve for her. That's more realistic. Anyway. So Steve's heartbroken. We don't know. Fucking Miranda's all fucking excited talking to Carrie on the phone. Oh my God, I told him. It's so happy. I'm in a rom-com. No, you're not, okay? You're not in a rom-com, Miranda. You're not, okay? You're nowhere near as pretty as those rom-com girls, okay? You're not in a rom-com. And I'm sorry, but your love interest is nowhere near as pretty as those guys either, okay, in the rom-com, okay? No. Shay's about as good looking as my asshole, all right? Okay. So, you still blowing Harry? Okay. So, Carrie's neighbor, Carrie catches her neighbor having a fight with her boyfriend, the one whose junk we saw, remember? Oh, you don't remember? Here, I'll show you real quick. I'm kidding. I got you again. You think I'm going to do that on YouTube? Fuck no. Okay. But anyway, so she's fighting with her boyfriend. They break up. Apparently, he's been screwing half the girls in the city, and his girlfriend is Ailey. Her name is Ailey. Yeah, she's pissed off at him because he's been screwing all these girls behind her back and cheating on her. So he needs to get the fuck out. Blah blah blah. Because he's a piece of shit for fucking all these girls. I never want to see you again. That kind of thing. Boom. Slams the door in his face. The typical cliches. Well, all I can say about that is yes, this guy. He looks like the kind of guy that would be fucking around more than one girl, okay? Despite the fact he had a girlfriend, all right? But see, the thing about it is he's not a piece of shit and he's not an asshole. He's a liar, yes. He's a deceiver. But the fact that he can cheat on her with all these other girls means that he has a higher sexual market value, which means that women are attracted to him, okay? Most guys don't have a high sexual market value. They don't, okay? But she doesn't care. This girl doesn't care about those guys. She only cares about the guys that are way up here. Not this many guys. She wants these type of guys, okay? These are the type of guys that all the girls want. And this guy is one of those. This guy is one of them, all right? So he has no problem getting laid. He has no problem getting girls, okay? So her chastising him for that is not, he's just going to laugh it off, okay? I mean, I know the viewers are thinking like, oh yeah, that asshole, that piece of shit. You tell him, girl. That's like telling me, your cock is too big to get a girl. Not with that big cock of yours. It's like, you're not hurting my feelings here. You're actually making me feel better, okay? You're not hurting my feelings here, okay? So when you tell a guy, oh, you fucked half the girls in the city, blah, blah, okay, you're not insulting him, okay? That's not how you insult a guy, okay? You're actually making him feel better about himself. So, all right. So, but this is we're in chick flick territory now, so of course they have their own set of rules. So yeah, so Carrie, they have a little heart-to-heart talk. I'm sorry, I embarrassed myself. Whatever. He's like, hey, it's New York dating. What are you gonna do? So Carrie kind of sees some of herself in this girl, even though this girl's better looking than Carrie. Even when Carrie was younger, this girl's better looking than Carrie. That's how it ends. Okay, the next scene we see is Carrie on her bed wearing that Versace dress. Yes, I will look it up. It's a Versace dress. I guess she wore it only twice before. I don't know when. I don't remember. And she's eating chocolates, whatever that means. Is like female empowerment. I have no idea what that means. I'm clueless as to the ending. I don't know what it means. Carrie says, some things should never be put in storage. So she puts on the dress and she's eating these chocolate. I think it's chocolates. And that's it. I have no idea what that means. If you know what it means, please let me know in the comments. I don't know what it means. All right. So overall, this was a better episode. But I think it's showing too much compassion for Miranda. And Miranda is the last person to get any compassion in this episode. All right. Almost none for Steve. Okay. The last time we see Steve in this episode, he's like he's about to start crying. Okay, when he finds out that Miranda's been cheating on him. So, a little bit compassion towards, the straight guy, a little bit goes a long way. Okay? Instead of treating Steve as an obstacle for Miranda's sex life, maybe they ought to give him a little bit more compassion. I mean, Christ, the guy's handicapped, for Christ's sake, all right? But anyway, we'll see where this goes. Show's still a piece of shit. This episode is more entertaining than the other ones. That's why this review ran so long, because I had a lot to say in this episode. But I can predict right now Shay is gonna fucking leave her. When Miranda gets to Cleveland, she's gonna find Shay with another girl, and then and then she's either gonna run back to Steve, or she's gonna become a self-empowered feminist lesbian. You know, I don't know. I'm sorry. Just Cynthia Nixon is not a sex symbol, okay? She's not. She's just not. I don't want to see her in sex. I don't want to see her naked. I don't want to see her having sex. I don't want to fucking see Cynthia Nixon. She's fucking gross. All right? That's how I honestly feel. Anyway. All right, so that's my review for this episode. Sorry I ran so long. If you watched both parts of it, I appreciate it very much. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.